Hey everybody, it's the Colts. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
And, partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready, and go out and play again. Or, as one of the veterans told me, actually
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. B.J. Hill in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be a big rush by the Texans, and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And this results in 6. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Hey,
they'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball, and this will be caught at the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Encroachment, defense.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 1st down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Let's go.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Gary Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. Hey, he's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 16 carries, 57 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80!
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Here we go, here we go. Baby!
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Baby!
Kenny Moore.
One check.
That's a gain.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Here we go.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All that and only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Second and 9.
All day, just like that.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Mike 52.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Gary Jennings with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh, too.
turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. (21-0) our score after 1. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All day, every day, any day.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Caught here by Bell. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Garoppolo now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete to Slayton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And Woods has it complete.
You don't want no.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
To Robert Woods.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
No gain on the play.
You never leave.
It's now
You
3rd and 4.
Garoppolo again. And that will be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for Le'Veon
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, That usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Let's keep him here. Go.
Get it.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. Now Garoppolo, and it's 3rd and short. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ball start, offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, D.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. On 2nd and 7, Jones. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Come on.
And the Colts first down.
Jones now off the play fake, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and the Texans scoop it, and he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking Jennings' way again, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Jones. He finds McCoy, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jones now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Jones to throw again. He's got his man. This is Tate.
Jones pass.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here we go, here we go.
That's what I do.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and defensively they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday Night Football. Let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of this holiday weekend. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being in Tennessee, where it'll be the Titans at home in Nashville, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one to kick off Thanksgiving week, Ravens and Rams from Los Angeles. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo, who was brilliant in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of a key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, But also what they were saying is, don't expect them to...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Mike Bennett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Give the tackle to Anthony Walker. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's got...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Bennett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones operating from the gun. This for his running back, McCoy. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. This is Jennings. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
To Gary Jennings.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass, intended for Le'Veon Bell, incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Max 50, Max 50, Max 50.
It's a gain of
Let's set a
6.
tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Jones. Off play action. That one complete to Hill. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 10th carry now for McCoy. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Mike, check. 59.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Back to throw. Jones. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
It's a pickup of 6.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go again with Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. Become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
23 yards on the play.
First down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
On first down, Henderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
51 to Mike, 51 to Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Anthony Barr brought him
59
down.
Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike's 59.
Now McCoy. And he takes it in for a Colts score. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I'm going to hit you.
Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Clear. Get it.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
And Woods has it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Jennings.
Watch out, watch out.
Brings
Tight
up
end,
2nd and 10.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
On the set. Check, 59, 59. I'm scared.
Ready?
Jones on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robbie Anderson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Texans 30.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The first down run with Bell is he'll get about 6 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo now. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo letting one go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and it's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he completes it to Tate. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down,
go now.
Colts.
18 Gator.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, but it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. The Colts on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And able to find Green. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
70, Indy.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones. He finds McCoy. It's a gain of 5. And it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jones. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And after the early struggles, we've seen the uptick in his numbers. Do you think maybe it was a meeting on the sideline to say, hey, get me the ball. I'm a key part of this offense.
Those guys don't wait to get to the sidelines. They say it in the huddle on every snap, get them the ball. But I think what happens is, similar to a great running back, have some patience, have some confidence, and just know that over the course of a game, your talents are going to win out. You're going to find a way to make plays, and I think that's what we're seeing here. He's finally figured out some things they're doing to him on defense, and he's adjusted accordingly.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This is Hill on the draw play, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Houston, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.